Happy Halloween, everybody. First cold day of the year, essentially. We are on our way to paint, do some evening painting. I made it to the studio last night as well. So it's nice. It's nice to change up the routine a little bit. I got up around 10 this morning, laid in bed and listened to the rain, and then I went and worked a shift, a lunch shift. I saw a tweet that said, you should just shut up and learn until you're 30. So that makes me barely qualified to talk, according to this person. But a theme I've been noticing in my life is people... Well, first of all, I'm dealing with a general confusion, I'd say. I'm feeling generally restless and a little, like I don't know what I want to do with my life. And that's fine, but I think a lot of people have told me that if I want to get to where I'm trying to go, I need to focus and I need to destroy the parts of myself that I don't need. And I feel like I keep hearing this advice that I gotta lose some of the roughness. And I don't even know if it's roughness specifically. I think it is a general ADHD or restlessness or wanting to do a bunch of different things at once. So, for example, let's say I need to really focus on my band in order for us to maintain financial success. Not in the way I'm doing it now, which is essentially coming together every couple of months to play a show, and not necessarily progressing or building a fan base. Do I need to paint more, you know? Do I need to save money so I can move? Also, am I doing things out of fear or out because I want to do them, you know? And part of me is afraid that I've been fearful so long that I don't even recognize it as fear anymore, and it just is part of me. But I have a general anxiety every day. And I'm afraid to gain things because I'm afraid of losing things. And I've always had a scarcity mindset. I remember squirreling away my Halloween candy because I was afraid I was going to run out of it, and I'd keep it for so long that it would melt or get that weird moldy look on it. But I've never allowed myself to indulge. I've never allowed myself to live in the moment, you know? As a kid, I can't eat my candy to the point of it spoiling. But that's how paranoid I was, afraid of it running out. But I'd end up not getting it anyway. We had a show on Friday. We were supposed to, and I was just worried that it was going to get canceled for whatever reason. And it ended up, my brother got a fever and we didn't play. So I feel like I manifested that in a way. And yeah, lately, part of me just doesn't want to show up at all, you know? I'm afraid to definitively put myself out there in some way. It constantly feels shifting. And, you know, I think that is part of what being an artist is, to a certain degree. But I think if I want financial stability, I need to treat it more like a business. And if I want to treat it more like a business, then I need to make the necessary sacrifices to do that, you know? Because it feels so personal, you know? It feels so personal, and it feels so owed to me. I feel so entitled to it. And, you know, as a young man, I felt that it would just happen. And I still feel that to a certain degree. But, you know, people have made compelling points about why I would need other people in order to succeed. But there again, I lose my train of thought, and I can't remember what it means to even succeed. And do I want to put myself through the stress of being more rigorous in my life, you know? You gotta have a balance of the work and the pleasure. You gotta learn how to let loose from here and there. Or else you get burned out, which is a made-up word for millennials, but I guess it does exist to a certain degree. But I woke up really happy yesterday, honestly. Today was a little like, today was the very much like I love God kind of weird brainwave that I get from time to time, where I feel really sad, but then I feel really grateful. But yeah, I always want more. I always want more, and I end up disliking what I have, not being grateful for it. Just a lot of cynicism, you know? I can't remember the last time I felt like actually hopeful. When people provide opportunities for me, my first reaction is fear, usually. And it's a fear of rejection, you know? Like, oh, I'll do this, but it won't work out in some way, you know? It's a hard spot to be in all the time, you know? But the alternative, it's like I've never found a Zen alternative, you know? The alternative is like partying, or like indulging in something, you know, sex or TV, watching TV, you know? I just have a sort of intensity about me, you know? Anyway, I'm gonna paint. It's gonna be a good night, and happy Halloween again. Driving on the road.